pronouns and basic verbs. Pronombres, pronouns. Repeat after me to learn your pronouns. Yo, I. Jesús, el gran yo soy. Jesus, the great I am. Él. Él es Dios. He is God. Ella. She. Ella es María. Tú. You, informal. ¿De dónde eres tú? Usted. You, formal. ¿Cómo se llama usted? Where are you from? Nosotros. Nosotras. We. Now, when you're saying we, if the group is all males, it's nosotros. If it's a mixed group, males and females, it's also nosotros. But if the group is all girls, no males involved, then it's nosotras. They all mean we, but depending on the group, you need to change it from nosotros to nosotras. Ustedes. You all. Ustedes son la luz del mundo. You are the light of the world. Vosotros. Now, this is one that we're going to go over a little bit more. This is the you all informal. We just taught ustedes to mean you all. Vosotros, we're going to introduce it so that you know what it means and you understand it in context for two reasons. One, this is used exclusively in Spain. Vosotros is used as an informal way of saying ustedes, you all, in the country of Spain, but the rest of Latin America no longer uses it. Another reason it's important to go over it because it is used in older biblical translations. So you may see the newer translations that use exclusively ustedes, but the older translations are going to use vosotros. Vosotros sois mis testigos. You all, informal, are my witnesses. Okay, so when you see vosotros in an older translation of the Bible, you'll know what it means. It means you all in the informal sense. Ellos, ellas. They. Now, ellos and ellas follow the same rule that nosotros does. If the group is all males, it's ellos, they. If the group is mixed, male and female, we'll also say ellos, they. But if the group is all girls, we will say ellas, they. Now let's talk a little bit about the formal and informal you that we just learned. Repeat after me. Tú. The word tú means you in the informal sense. We use tú for friends, familiar people, and close relationships. We use tú when talking to God to demonstrate nearness. This can be confusing because we want to show respect for God, but we're going to use tú to show closeness and nearness to God. Usted. Usted also means the word you in English, but it's the formal you. We use usted for new acquaintances, elders, leaders, and people in authority. Anyone to whom you would like to show respect, you're going to use usted, a professor at college. Now, in Latin America recently, young people have started using tú with their parents. It used to be that you exclusively used usted with your parents to show respect. So you may hear people using usted with their parents still, or you may hear them using tú with their parents. This is a newer phenomenon, but generally we use tú with informal, familiar relationships and usted with formal relationships and people to whom you would like to show respect. So let's practice. If I'm talking about my sister, what pronoun would I use? Ella, she. I'm talking about myself. What pronoun do I use? Yo. Talking to my pastor. Not about my pastor, but directly to my pastor. What pronoun will I use? The formal usted to show respect. I'm talking about my brothers, my sisters, and myself. What pronoun do I use? Nosotros, because it's a mixed group. I'm talking about my brothers and sisters. So I'm not including myself. I'm talking about my brothers and sisters. What pronoun do we use? Ellos, they, for mixed group. So let's quickly learn a few verbs that we could start using to get forming sentences in Spanish. We're not going to learn how verbs are conjugated quite yet. You're just going to memorize these verbs to get some conversation flowing. So to do that, we're going to start out with the verb to be. We have two different ways to say the verb to be in Spanish. In English, we just have I am, he is, you are, they are. But in Spanish, we express to be in two different ways. Here is the first way. To be in a permanent sense. So my origin, I am from the United States. My nationality, I am American. My occupation, these are all part of who I am and are considered permanent traits. Now, that's a simple explanation, but that's the basic explanation that works for now and all that you need to know. So let's just memorize how to say I am, he is, you are, in a permanent sense. Repeat after me. Yo soy. I am. Él es. He is. Ella es. She is. Usted es. You are formal. Tú eres. You are informal. Now, of course, we have other pronouns that we haven't gone over. We're just using these for now. Now, a pronoun can be replaced by a proper noun. So let's use the verb to be in a sentence, replacing the pronoun with a couple proper nouns. Jesús es el gran yo soy. We've used two different verbs here. Jesus is, so we're replacing he, él, with the proper name Jesus. Él es el gran yo soy. He is the great I am. Let's replace él with Jesus. Jesús es el gran yo soy. Jesus is the great I am. Now, I know you have not learned every single word of this sentence yet. Don't worry about that. You're going to learn as you go, learn the subject that we're talking about, and just understand the whole entire context of the sentence where you're at. Let's move on to the next sentence. María es la madre de Jesús. Maria is the mother of Jesus. We're saying she is. María es. Ella es judía. She is a Jew or Jewish. Let's move on. Usted es de España. Be sure to repeat after me. Usted es de España. You, formal, are from Spain. Now don't be confused. In English, we say you are from Spain. In Spanish, with the formal you, it's you is from Spain. Now we're going to use the informal you. You are American. Repeat after me. Tú eres americano. Again. Tú eres americano. So it can be confusing at first to use the formal you to say you are from Spain and use a different verb informally to say you are American. Get used to the formal and informal and practice it using the different verb. Usted es, tú eres. So, we just learned the permanent traits of to be. Now we're going to learn more temporary traits. Here's how we learn the verb to be in the sense of our feelings, our health, and our location. We consider those to be temporary. Our feelings are temporary. Our health can be up and down, how we're doing today, and our location. Yo estoy. Yo estoy. I am. Él está. Él está. He is. Ella está. Ella está. She is. Usted está. Usted está. You are. Tú estás. Tú estás. You informal are. Okay, muy bien. And remember, we're just doing a few pronouns just so that you can get talking right away. And this is a quick overview of the verb to be. We're not giving you all the information that you need right this moment, because what we need right now is to just get talking. Here's some examples of the verb to be in a temporary sense. ¿Cómo estás tú? Repeat after me. ¿Cómo estás tú? This means how are you, as in your health. How are you doing today? The answer would be, repeat after me, yo estoy bien. Yo estoy bien. I am well. Let's move on. Jerusalén está en Israel. One more time. Jerusalén está en Israel. Jerusalem is in Israel. It's a location. So we're using the verb estar. Let's keep going. Ella está feliz. Ella está feliz. She is happy. So let's practice using the verb to be. If I'm going to say Andrés is Colombian, do you remember whether I use the permanent or the temporary? Very good. We use the permanent. Andrés es colombiano. Andrés is Colombian. He is from Colombia. It's his origin. Jennifer and Phil are Americans. So we know we're going to use the permanent to be, but what is the verb? Because we are saying they, not he. Jennifer y Phil son americanos. They are Americans. Where are you? This would be temporary. ¿Dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás? Remember we learned the phrase ¿de dónde eres? From where are you? That would be origin. Here we are saying where are you? As in where are you right now? What is your location? That's why we're using dónde estás? Where are you from? We learned this in the saludos greetings exercise. Do you remember this phrase? ¿De dónde eres? Now, what would be the response? ¿De dónde eres? How would you say, I am from Minnesota? Soy de Minnesota. Good job. How is she doing? That would be her health, her feelings. ¿Cómo está? We're saying, how is she? We could say, ¿Cómo está ella? And put in the she. In Spanish, with our verbs, we don't have to have the pronoun. It could be put in if there is any chance of there being confusion. We either replace the pronoun with the proper noun, like Andres, Jennifer, and Phil, or we can leave the pronoun out. If we put the pronoun in, that's perfectly fine as well, but it is not required. So if I say, how is she doing? I can just say, ¿Cómo está? And I know I'm talking about her because of the context of the sentence, and I use the verb está, which goes with she. Gracias por estar aquí. Thank you for being here, and don't forget to do the pronouns quiz. Hasta luego.